So the media is bracing for a Trump victory. They are freaking out about this. And nothing better portrayed why I hate the legacy media more than this anonymous TV executive that spoke to the New York Mag saying, if half the country has decided that Trump is qualified to be president, that means they're not reading any of this media. And we've lost this audience completely. A Trump victory means mainstream media is dead in its current form. And the question is, what does it look like after? You bet the mainstream media is dead. We all knew it. They just didn't realize until they woke up one day and saw the fact that, despite billions, maybe even trillions of dollars in airtime trying to take down Trump, it didn't work.
Research podcasts or social media barbs. You can tell this is a man who knows he's lost irrelevance, clinging to the last vestiges of it. The golden days when WAPO used to be a thing, Woodward and Bernstein, when they can control the narrative and bring down a president, those days are gone, and he knows it.
Look, the right has already tuned out legacy media years ago. For people like Brian Stelter, the reason we tune this out is because he says stuff like this: don't do your own research.
This go-it-alone approach, doing your own research, it seems so innocent, but it can have serious consequences.
Yeah, like becoming informed, because they don't want us to stray from their all-knowing clutch on society. You and I, folks, we're just peasants to them. We don't know what's best for us. They're the experts, right? 98% of the media stake their flag in anti-Trump. Unless you think like us, you're stupid, deplorable, uneducated, racist, Nazi, part of the great unwashed. We were tired of it. Morning Joe has practically made a career over telling me, and anyone who thinks like me, that I'm a bad person. Why would I stay on you? Why would I not tune you out? We're turning to people who are honest, people who we like, people who we feel have, similar values. Megyn also noted this.
The Rogan interview of Trump right now has 37 million views. The Washington Post, as of 2023, had 136,000 print subscriptions, 136,000.
That's not a lot. The viewership of the legacy media over the last 20 years has tanked. This network, actually, funny enough, is the only one that's really seen growth because we don't gaslight you guys. I don't tell you how you should think. I just come on here every night and say, hey guys, this is what I'm thinking and this is how I feel about this stuff. And if that offends you, that's just how I feel. I'm sorry. Crazy concept. But the crazier thing is for the mainstream media to not understand this is a lot of you feel the same way. That's why you keep coming back. That's why I still have a job. So appreciate that. But this is the best part. None of these media moguls have ever looked in the mirror, introspectively and said, hey, why is this happening? They all just think, what is wrong with everyone else? And why are they not listening to us? Well, Mr. Media experts, we're not listening to you because you, one, have nothing in common with us anymore. You think, Mika Brzezinski could change a tire? No. But more importantly, you have lied to us so much about everything. How about the Hunter Biden laptop? You had this laptop dropped off at a repair shop by Hunter Biden with a receipt paid for by Hunter Biden with an authenticated signature of Hunter Biden. The laptop contained hundreds of pictures of Hunter Biden, and the media was like, nah, that ain't real. And they thought they were fooling us. We knew, so we just turned them off. The legacy media folks backed up the perpetuated Russian collusion hoax. That was false. We all knew it was false, and many of these folks even knew it was garbage, and they still carried the torch. And when people in the independent media called them out on it, they trashed all of us. So we turned them off. You supported the Jussie Smollett hoax, the Covington Catholic kid. They got you all sued, by the way, and millions of dollars. You still didn't learn. The Very Fine People comment. For 5 years, you refused to play the second half of that sentence. Forget that you have covered climate change crisis wall to wall. Legacy media folks have been wrong about everything you've predicted for the last 60 years on this, and yet never once thought to entertain an opposing view. You just slander everybody that challenges you as climate deniers. You refused to cover the fact that COVID came from a lab. You told the entire world that our economy came crashing down because some dude ate a bat in a wet market in China. You called us conspiracy theorists for even entertaining a lab leak theory. Chalk another one up for us being right. Forget about the fact that during COVID, they hailed Governor Cuomo for it was 3 years ago, as the next leader of Earth. Okay? He is now being referred to the DOJ for criminal charges for his mishandling of this and lying about it. Then they accused you and I of misinformation while simultaneously organizing their supporters to go online and vote down true things that don't support their narrative. Mark Cuban comes on and insults every woman who supports Trump from a party that can't even define what a woman is. Am I crazy for wanting to bang my head against a wall right now? I don't even think they realize how bad they are.
The incidents were limited to a handful of apartment complexes, and the mayor said our dedicated police officers have acted on those concerns. A handful of problems.
Only, Martha, do you hear yourself?
J.D. Vance, folks, the best question of the century. Do you hear yourself? No, they don't. This media has defended all the wrong things. They will let Democrats gush about open borders, but when some poor soul has a family member killed by someone who shouldn't be here in the first place, and God forbid they endorse Trump, the media will turn a grieving mother out to be some sort of crazy person. These people have no soul. Am I getting warm yet on why we should hate the media? And when the media's grip starts slipping, they bring out celebrities to back them up.
And if you are anything like me and you value the idea that in this country, any child from any background can not only work their ass off to bring their dreams to life and be able to do so with dignity and respect for their neighbors, then it isn't much of a choice at all.
Oh, okay, dignity and respect. You dated P. Diddy. She wants to lecture me on decency, hard pass. And the double standard is glaring.
If you can vote early, vote early. If you can't vote early, vote on time. If you want to vote for Trump, vote late, vote very late. Do your voting on Thursday or maybe Friday.
Just a few years ago, they sent a Republican to jail for this exact same thing, for a meme. But Jimmy does it? Nah, he's totally fine. No one in the media batted an eye, mainstream media, I should say. We live in a world where intelligent people are being silenced because dumb people are silencing them by complaining about being called dumb.
He loves the Constitution. He fights for what's right. He hates the bad guys. He's a freedom warrior. He's your freedom warrior. Watch Carl Higbie every weekday on Newsmax.